From David, dear Mr. Klavan, I'm a high school student in desperate need of your help. I often find myself engaged in confrontational interactions with people who make left-wing arguments or outlandish statements that are devoid of facts. I feel compelled to dismantle their arguments, and this often leads to personal attacks from both parties. This has gotten me in trouble at school, at home, and I recently harshly insulted a friend during the debate about Darwinism. I feel a need to prove everyone wrong, and I am constantly arguing with others, and everyone around me is beginning to despise me. What do I do? Well, you got a problem, pal, and the problem is not politics. The problem is you and your relationship with other people. Listen, politics is not the most important thing in the world. Relationships with other people are far more important. Love is far more important. You're not treating people in a loving way. You're not listening to them. You're so, I remember when I first kind of switched over to conservatism, I saw this new thing that I hadn't seen before, and I couldn't unsee it, and I wanted to share it with everybody, and I lost some friends, and it was my fault. It wasn't that I was yelling at them, but I just couldn't shut up when they didn't want to talk about it. What I would do, I would do two things. One, I would stop. I would stop talking politics. If you can't stop talking politics, I'd get yourself some counseling, because that's not a political problem. That's a psychological problem. You have a problem with rage. You have a problem with the way you relate to other people. I would get some counseling for that, because that's a problem. You got to stop. Then I would also find some like-minded people that you can express yourself with in a more friendly way. Maybe join a Republican club, a political club, hang out with people, or start a political club so you can hang out with people who agree with you and talk to them. Because this is a problem, but it's not a political problem. You should be able to talk to people about politics in a polite, respectful way. If they're not attacking you, if they're not obviously shouting and screaming at you, but you should not be arguing, insulting your friends over Darwinism. It's absurd, and it's a problem that you have. It's a psychological problem, so leave the politics out of it. It's kind of like alcohol. If you can't handle alcohol, don't drink. If you can't handle politics, don't talk about politics. If you want to talk about politics, find some people who are like you and talk to them about it. All right.